today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's the AFC.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Johnson now returning. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now left side on the swing pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33. Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll set up a throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. His kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon hit it. The ball is out and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2nd down and 8. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Burrow on 3rd down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, No good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From midfield now, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. And back deep, Deontay Johnson. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On the give, this is Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all.
Now Burrow loses the football. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow will throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right. In just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 44, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of the defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And they'll get him up short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that, because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And then it's going to set up a 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll set them back 5. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. It's Eckler again. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And now here's a carry heading left. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Cincinnati. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. The Charger drive about to get going. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. A slant to Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw here. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Burrow. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs. The Chargers, they are heading to the Super Bowl. Thanks to you all for watching, and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give them some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A quick throw, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Pulled in at the 24. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Big Derek Brown making the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, as a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now here's a throw that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Evades him at the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That caught by Trimble. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5. This one swung out here to Jones. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan.
Always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. It is the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. Back to throw now on 1st down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Decker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Now back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Decker. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
2nd and 2. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.